We should be ready to go here. So hi, I'm Floren here. We have Adrian Niculescu on the call today. Now, Adrian is a C-level marketing business coach, trainer, and speaker. He also has an MBA, and he has experience with train the trainer, strategic management, people management, company organization, and real estate brokerage. Adrian has embraced life education and is a landmark graduate. He follows the teachings of Anthony Robbins and Bob Proctor. He's a savvy C-level marketing professional. Adrian holds non-executive roles in various projects and works directly with startups, medium and multinational companies in developing marketing and business development strategies. Adrian is also involved in brokering real estate properties and other assets. So please welcome Adrian Niculescu as he teaches us LinkedIn high profit strategies, how to generate 6 and 7 figures in 2016 selling products and services on LinkedIn.
Thank you very much, Reid. Hello, everybody. It's an amazing pleasure for me to be here with you because when I started to assess internet marketing, and this was in the summer of 2009, which was very different than so many things I did before, one of the first people I followed was Reid. So he's like a legend for me. We have a very special training session today, which will last a little more than the usual 1 hour, because this is a very, very hot topic, how to sell high price products and services using LinkedIn. And my promise for this session, and if you stay until the end, will be very beneficial to your business, is that I will teach you things, tips and tricks and strategies which can be used starting today or tomorrow to be able to market in a successful way high-ticket products and services using LinkedIn and start building or improving what you already have on LinkedIn and generating a 6 and 7 figures in 2016. All these without hard work, will be some work, but not hard work, smart work, without spending money on ads, on advertising, and of course, without something all of us or most of us fear, without picking up the phone. Do you like to speak at the phone with prospects? By the way, you can put your comments, your messages in the chat box, and at the end I will do my best to answer them. If there will be questions which will not be answered, I will do that by email in the next day or so, because I will see who posted the comment. I will search for your contact and will send you one email. Is it okay? All right. What my wife asked me earlier said, you know, Tony Robbins does the preparation before every webinar, before every live event. What you are doing? Are you in the peak state? She said to me. So before the webinar, I put some house music, and I said, okay, what I have today, because we'll stay more than 1 hour, I will deliver the best content I can, so any of you can apply what I'm teaching and start seeing success. Thank you very much for investing in yourself, for being here, because the money you are spending will come back one way or the other, but the time we'll spend together today will never come back. So my name is Adrian Niculescu. Here is my blog if you want to check me out. I'm an entrepreneur since 1994. I bought the first web domain in 2001. As said, in the summer of 2009, I started to assess and to study internet marketing. which is a science by its own. In the last 2 years, since 2013, I had the pleasure and the privilege to train more than 10,000 students in online and offline events, mostly on marketing. And I'm on LinkedIn since 2010. And by doing all the mistakes possible and having some successes between those mistakes and those so-called failures, I was able to build and to generate a 7-figure business in consulting services using exclusively LinkedIn. So by having all those mistakes, I was able to learn some things, some strategies, and I will share with you today some of them, the most important one to get started. Last week, it was happening. It happened something very interesting for me. This is the top of the key 100 influencers in digital marketing in UK. And last week I reached the 8th position, which hopefully will serve as a social proof that maybe or surely what I'm saying is based on the experience, or as some people say, I'm not what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing or what I'm teaching. And in that day, and it was a very interesting learning opportunity for me, before receiving that news on Twitter, it was a guy who was pretending to be, I don't know, one of the subscribers, one of my subscribers or one of my clients. And he did a lot of noise there about me. His profile was an Angry Bird fan. So he was angry. And of course, I blocked him. I sent a public message, a very nice and polite one about what he posted there. So I didn't leave it without a response. And of course, after that, I reported him to Twitter and I blocked him. So what I want to show you here, this was a visitor post on my Facebook page. And Brandon attended a similar class like that and found during the training enough information to be able to get started and change his marketing on LinkedIn, change his business, and as a result, changing the life. So I want to bribe you to stay until the end, and will be in your own benefit, because it's not about myself, it's about what you can learn today and you can apply. So towards the end of the webinar, I will show you a secret page where you can register and download before everybody else the electronic version of a book I will launch very soon. It's called Launch 15 Ways to Sell Products and Services on LinkedIn. So let's dive into the training, repeating my promise that today I will teach you how to sell high-ticket products and services on LinkedIn without hard work, without spending money on ads, and without pick up the phone if you don't like to talk to your clients. Of course, if you like to talk to your clients by phone, will be an added benefit to everything. So first thing first, LinkedIn has 300 million members, which is huge. So the moment when I joined LinkedIn, I saw the business-to-business potential and I wanted to have results. So as said before, by doing all the mistakes possible and by achieving big results, by having successes between failures, we started to get results for us and for our clients. So we saw how to transform social media in business opportunities. So if you are a beginner with LinkedIn, this masterclass will help you a lot. And if you are advanced, if you are already seeing some results, you will see bigger results faster, and you will get new insights and ideas about what to do and how to do better. Also on LinkedIn, there are 5 million businesses. 5 million businesses. So I'm asking you, where you can reach the most influential and affluent people in your market? And one of the first answers I have in my mind is on LinkedIn. So think again, 300 million people, 77% of them are aged 25 and above. Here on LinkedIn, you can find most of the decision makers, entrepreneurs, high-profile professionals earning in excess of $100,000 per year, and the average household income for the people on LinkedIn is $83,000. So many people who are on this platform, they have budgets to spend and purchasing power. They can make decisions. And another very interesting thing about LinkedIn is that the user base growth is 2 times faster than either Facebook or Twitter. So you should be there. And when you are starting your LinkedIn journey, or maybe if you don't see the results you want to have, and you want to start over, or you want to improve what you are doing, think first about how you are positioning yourself, in what niche you are present, in what niche you want to have products and services and market yourself. Think about your customers, potential customers, who can pay for your services. You have to become an expert in the niche. Assess what blogs do read your potential customers, potential clients. What is discussed there? If do they have magazines or trade publications? And think about that. What keeps them up at night? Maybe you also have some problems in your life, in your business, and those problems keep you up every night. So put yourself in the shoes of your potential customers. What problems they have? What problems can you solve with your products and services? And what do you have that will eliminate the pain? It's very simple. So, as in every social media site, your presence on LinkedIn will start with a blank page, which will be the home of your profile. So you will need to set up your profile as an expert, or if you are already there with a profile, you need to arrange it, you know, to emphasize relevant experience, to make sure that your photo is professional. I see so many profiles on LinkedIn without photos or with casual photos, and the medium, at least in theory but also in practice, is a business to business. So a tie will help, or not necessarily a tie. You can be dressed like smart casual without a tie. But anyway, being I don't know, like in a party in Ibiza and putting the picture there will not help. And you need to use your profile as an opportunity for call to action. It's like a sales page. It's like an online CV. And it's not about you. As in this webinar, it's not about me. In this webinar, it's about what you, as a listener, will take and can apply in your business. And this is the same mindset of your potential customers or of your people who will come in contact to you. Which will be their benefits if they assess your profile and they contact you? This is very simple. And make yourself very easy to be contacted, not to be like the ghost from LinkedIn. So if you want to message me, you need to find me on Twitter or something. So be open to be contacted. Put, I don't know, an email address, a phone number, Skype, username. If you receive messages answer as soon as possible, and so on, right? So be open to be contacted. This is very important because if you're open to be contacted, you're open for business. Here I've put some screenshots. Here is a screenshot of my profile. If you're searching for me on LinkedIn, you will see that here I've added something else. And I've put this like that, and you will find me on LinkedIn. Here I've put a call to action. So I've put here marketing business coach, and let's talk about growing your business, you know. So this makes people to get in contact with me and asking some questions. So basically, with what I'm putting here, I'm opening a conversation. And any sale, especially in 2016, starts with a conversation, with a dialogue between two persons. And sooner or later, maybe it will become a sale or not. And I will show you how immediately. Also here I've put, and so few people are using it, LinkedIn started last year a publishing platform, which is like a blog. So on LinkedIn, you can publish things similar with blog posts, which are indexed by the search engines, are seen by all your connections. I have around 6,000 connections, and I'm very picky with the people I'm connected with. Also in the profile, you have the possibility to add a summary, your previous education, job experience, and I will tell you now what is with those screenshots here. If you are doing presentations in your business, or if you have ebooks, or if you have white papers, documents like that, and I will put in the chat box here, you can publish them on SlideShare, slideshare.net. SlideShare is social media site for presentations, for documents. And you can link SlideShare with LinkedIn, and they will appear on your profile. It's a very interesting branding tool you can use to enhance your expert profile. Right? Okay. So when you're doing a profile, think, for example, that you are offering services for online business, right? For online businesses. So think about yourself and ask yourself, what are you an expert in providing? Who needs the service? Who are the potential clients, potential customers? And drive them to a page with your offer. And that page, we'll discuss later, can be and should be outside of LinkedIn, on your blog, on your website, where you will need to take the lead, the contact of that person, like name and email, or name, email, and phone number, or name, email, and Skype, to be able to follow up. Also, if you're providing services for offline businesses, think about also what are you an expert in providing as a service. Find who needs a service you're an expert in providing, and making a no-brainer offer. What is a no-brainer offer? No-brainer offer is simply an offer you, as a customer, you can't say no. It is like too good to be true, but it's a real offer. An amazing feature of LinkedIn, also so many people are doing it wrong, is the group feature. When you are on LinkedIn, you can join up to 50 groups. This is the maximum number. So you should join the groups, especially where are your potential clients, not necessarily the groups where they are full of your competitors. Of course, in the groups where are present most of your clients will also be some competitors, you know, but think about where your customers want to hang out and go there. Also, look for business owners, for key decision makers. people who can decide to work with you and can take action immediately. So focus on them. Of course, don't neglect all the others, but you need to have a focus, because if your focus will be everybody else, it will be very hard to get results. And when you are in groups, you can see the profiles of other members, and you can choose to whom to invite to connect with you. And don't sell from the start, just connect and open a conversation. You know, one of the core rules of business networking, and it works very well on LinkedIn, is this. And this is, I could say, one of the secrets and one of the takeouts you can get from this webinar. When you are going to a business networking event, and if your thinking is, okay, I have with me the stack with 100 business cards, and I have to get 100 contacts from there, the mindset is wrong. And especially if the other 100 people from the room will think the same, because you will be, all of you, like hungry people wanting to share, I don't know, nothing. So the basic rule which works on business networking is to give something first, you know? So it's an amazing way to connect with other people. And I will explain you also why this can be exported in the daily life. So as said, on the business networking events, you go, you open conversations, you do your best to give something, and you will ask later. Also on LinkedIn, you connect with new people, you open a conversation. If you have the opportunity or create the opportunity to give something, and sooner or later you can discuss sales or something else, but not at the beginning. In the real world, because all of us, we live in the real world, we people, no matter at what level are we, I wouldn't say that we are victims necessarily, but we are bombarded every day with promotional messages from companies, from media, from billboards, from newspapers. And we receive, as said, around 700 promotional messages. And our mind developed a shield not to be penetrated, you know, but so many messages. And there is only one way which works and which penetrates this shield. And is an extension of what I've already told. So if a marketer will want to penetrate this shield, will offer you something for free, will give you something of value. Think about an example. You want, let's say, to build a house, right? And you go to see 3 warehouses to buy construction materials from. So for sure, if you will buy from any of those 3, or even if you, let's say, divide the purchase into all 3, anyway, will be a high ticket sale, basically. If you will purchase materials, and let's say you will use the service of another contractor, but you will buy the materials yourself, right? So let's presume that all those people, all 3 companies, will give you the possibility to register to their newsletters, right? So let's presume that 2 of them will send you their price list, and the 3rd one will send you some do-it-yourself tips to arrange things in the house. And you will use those tips, and you will make things happen. And I bet that you will be very entitled to buy from the 3rd company. Because by giving you something for free, which you are using, and you are getting value from it, they will create in your mind reciprocity. So on LinkedIn, if you want to advance and to create awareness from the new connections, you need to create this reciprocity. And you will create it only by giving. So I hope that this little story was useful to understand how we should approach new connections on LinkedIn. We are talking now about getting traffic, and we are not investing in ads, right? So from groups, it's a very interesting way to get traffic from groups, because there are some groups having 2,000 members, others have 100,000 members or more. And every group will send on a daily or on a weekly basis an email to all the members who accepted to receive information from the group with the most important discussions, jobs, and promotions of the day. So if you are sharing content on those groups in form of discussions, you can have a huge potential number of eyeballs on what you are publishing there. And if you are adding value, it will be very easy to be seen over time as a big expert in your niche. And you don't need to publish daily on groups. Once per week is enough. And also I have a suggestion for you. If you want, you can start your own group. And besides the fact that you will gather a nice community in that group, there is another advantage which is underused. Once per week, so once at every 7 days, if you are an admin of a group, you can send one email to all the people from your group, of course, who agreed to receive communications from the group, because 10 to 20% usually they shut down the possibility to receive messages from groups. And what you are sending as an email uses the servers of LinkedIn, so it's trusted by the email providers like Gmail, Yahoo, and stuff. Most of the time will arrive in inbox, and there you can put everything you want. I own a group on LinkedIn. It has around 7,000 members. It's about internet marketing and social media, and it's called Internet and Social Media Marketing Success. So you can search on LinkedIn about it. So every 7 days, I send a message promoting either a masterclass or a high-ticket product usually, and I get sales all the time only from that group. And in the rest of the days, I provide as much value as I can by publishing meaningful content which is obviously free and which helps all the other members with tips about what they can do better in internet marketing, in social media marketing. So they apply that information, they get results, they have more leads, more sales, so they are happy buyers when I put an offer. Or at least if they don't buy, they take a look, right? It's about sharing content now, so make sure that you create content based on the pain points of your groups. So your content to trigger their problems. And of course, you can do articles, videos, or podcasts. By the way, I saw an article yesterday that the podcasts are the new thing. Or of course, share other people's articles. You don't need to create all the content yourself. What you can do also, it's called curating. You can curate content posted by others. So you share the content, but you add your point of view. and this will help you to enhance your expert profile. Also, in parallel with putting content on LinkedIn, you should start, or you should develop, if you already have a blog, like a WordPress blog, which can be self-hosted on your own servers or can be hosted on WordPress.com. We'll not touch this discussion here. But anyway, you should build a blog. And when you are writing, think about the fact that the titles will attract the attention. So look at the titles and touch the pain points to get attention. And when you are publishing content, first post the content on your feed, on your profile, after that to groups, and maybe from time to time you can send that article to other people by messaging. But this is a very time-consuming task, and I don't see this as effective. I have many people sending me various articles, but maybe I do the things wrong. I never read them because I don't have time, you know. Of course, from time to time, because you know you need to develop and to maintain some relationships, I take a look, I post a comment, but this is the exception of the rule. And when you are driving people from LinkedIn to your own site, to your own blog, make sure that there on the home page or at the end of the articles you have a squeeze page to collect the email, the name, and maybe the phone number. At the end of the day, and this is another secret you should write down, what is very important from the communication on social media, and especially on LinkedIn, is to collect leads and to build a list. And in internet marketing, the money is in the list. So on LinkedIn, you should also follow the same principle, which worked, works, and will work. Okay, so let's talk now about the group method for services to offline businesses. Look at the profiles and look at the links they have in profiles, because these are their website. Let's say if you offer web design services, it's very easy to look at the websites your connections have and to see immediately if they really need your services or not, right? And when you are seeing an opportunity to help them, don't go to sell them from the start. Offer them a free assessment, an analysis, or a simple service. And first, make sure that you understand what their needs are and their goals. And of course, in your assessment, be positive and focus on how your service will help them. And provide proof that services like yours work, and of course that what you are doing works, through testimonials, to endorsements from clients. And after that, think about the best offer, what you can do, like a no-brainer offer, and to get the business. Okay, as said before, build a list. Be in the list building mode. Maybe this will sound like a cliche. Everybody is telling about list building. We are here talking about LinkedIn. Yes, you have a certain type of leads on LinkedIn, and some of them will do very well in your autoresponder because there are targeted people, people with budgets to spend, and with purchasing power. They can say immediately, okay, I want this, I need this, let's do the contract. Also, use and provide helpful information based on the group's pain points. All the time address the needs of the customers. You can take surveys once you have the people on your list. and you can send them blog posts or news from your website, and do your best to provide master classes like this one, hangouts, with helpful information. And which is helpful information? Is information which can be applied immediately and can generate results. This can change the life, the business, the income, and so on. We'll speak a little bit about sales pages and about capture pages. This is a subject very well touched in internet marketing. So when you are designing the sales page or the capture page, and you have various ways to do that. You can do them you can produce them yourself, maybe you're passionate about doing that, or you can outsource them, or a combination. Nowadays, you can find so many tools, especially for the WordPress blog, doing sales pages, landing pages, very simple tools, very non-expensive, and with huge results, very effective. So look at the titles, look to have a call to action to the page, so people to be instructed what to do. Somebody asked, I'm looking from time to time to the questions and comments. Yes, at the end of the webinar, I will speak with Reed, and you will have the slides, and you will have the recording of the webinars, and also you will have my contact, so you can send me questions if you want. I will put also in the chat box, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I can send a PDF of the slides out.
Yeah. So make notes from time to time, but stay tuned to understand those principles, to understand those systems, to create an amazing foundation for everything you are building on LinkedIn. Because now we are putting the foundation for the house, you know, which has to be rock solid, right? And when you are telling about the features of your products, when you're writing about them, don't communicate the features, communicate the benefits. What's in it for the client if they buy from you? Because it's not about you, right? It's about the client, it's about your client. As it's not about me today, it's about what you are getting from this. And also tell them what they are getting, how will be the service delivered. You know, explain them from the start. And also provide professional, exciting images, and give them proof and social proof, like what you are marketing, you are selling, really works. And I want you to be aware of something. Even in most simple businesses, there are things which, let's say, work now and will not work 2 weeks from now. So when you are delivering to that client, will be in this 2 weeks framework, and some things will not work. Immediately, you need to be proactive, talk to the client, solve the complaint, and go further, because otherwise the client will see that you tricked him, and it's not good for you. Here, for example, because I wanted to use this example, you see, I like very much this design. I don't know, do you like it or not? Can you put in the chat box if you like this design or not? This is an example. This is done with a WordPress plugin, producer of landing pages and sales pages. And I did this myself. I'm a non-technical person. I don't know how to code, but I like to do marketing stuff. So only here and there, I dragged and dropped pictures, and I've put some text, some links, you know? So this is an example of what I've told. If you like to play, there are so many tools, and this one is, I don't know, $20, $30, something like that. It's a WordPress plugin and can help you design amazing beautiful sales pages and landing pages. Guys, the technology today is cheaper and cheaper. We need to have the mind open to know where to look. And I'm also on the list of Reed, so I see that he sends a lot of notifications about tools, strategies like that, which are gold for a small to medium business, right? And the outcome is amazing. So it doesn't matter what route we are taking if the outcome is good. And you see that LinkedIn as a platform will be something if we want to integrate in our marketing. But of course, the approach and the communication is different. For example, will not work on LinkedIn the usual, let's say, internet marketing triggers. You know, you need to have a different tone when you are presenting something, and always have this in mind. The business network marketing principle: give first. And this is something I like very much. Let's make a very short comparison between traditional business versus LinkedIn savvy business. And after that, we'll discuss a little bit about, and so many people asked in previous webinars about, okay, but what is exactly high ticket and what we can sell on LinkedIn as high ticket? So the comparison between traditional business versus LinkedIn savvy business. And this is cool, I like it very much. In a traditional business, you have a limited to a small circle of influence. If you have a LinkedIn, if you are building a LinkedIn savvy business, you are known by thousands. In the first case, you are just another fish in the sea, but if you become an expert, you are seen as a true leader in your market. Huge difference. In the first shell here, you are always on a hunt for new business. If you're on LinkedIn, leads begin to run on autopilot. In a traditional business, you are not always working with your ideal clients, but on LinkedIn, you can cherry picking only the best clients. As said, I'm very cherry picking with my LinkedIn connections because I have the right to do that. And in a traditional business, you spend way too much on advertising. On LinkedIn, you may want to spend something on advertising or not. And I have another secret for you. If you want to sell, and especially high-ticket products and services, doesn't matter your skills. What will matter to get the sale is the authority you have in the eyes of the customer. And of course, your skills will fulfill the promise when you are delivering the service. But you can be the most skilled people on earth in a certain matter. If you are not perceived as an authority, it will be hard to sell. But I can give you a very small example. And think about it. There are many groups on Facebook, but one of them is called is a very popular group, Internet Marketing Super Friends. And a person sent me a message there in one day from that group, telling me that, okay, I've bought this course about sales funnels from X being an expert, but it doesn't work. What that meant for me? The authority of that expert made this person to buy from that person a thing which is not working for him, meaning that either the support team of the seller didn't help him, or I don't know, doesn't matter. But the sale was made. Maybe the guy will ask for a refund or something else. But be very careful with that. to make the sales, you need to be perceived as an authority. This will make the customers and the dream customers to come to you. And if you become an authority, think about becoming what is called a celebrity authority. This will make you to be able to charge bigger prices than other regular experts, and the clients will not have as their main problem to negotiate your prices. Will have as main problem to get your attention to work with them, which is huge. And what I mean, or what we understand by high-ticket products and services. Some of you are business owners or home business owners or speakers or coaches, trainers, consultants. So you have in your portfolio, let's say, products which are up to $497. So usually the high ticket is from $497 to $10,000 and so on. If you are a car dealer, a car you are selling is a high-ticket product, right? If you are a realtor, a real estate agent, the commission you are making from selling a house is a high-ticket service because the house is not yours, you know? So if you're a speaker, a speaking gig you are charging a certain amount is considered a high-ticket sale, high-ticket service. If you're a coach, a selling of a coaching program is something like that. And it's a different business model from, let's say, selling ebooks of $7 to $37. Of course, if you sell a lot of those ebooks, you can make a fortune from them. Just that the business models are different. The approaches are different. But anyway, think about that. How can I, and you can make a note from that. It's another secret. The authority sells, not skills. I can give you an example from, let's say, from my career. Some degrees, which I worked a lot for, were worthless. And the success today, in 2016, and especially in a medium like LinkedIn, comes from this. It's not important how much you've learned in the past. What is important is to be able to get rid of the knowledge you don't need and to be able immediately to access new knowledge. Think about the mobile phones. Some years ago, a product era was 5 years. Of the know-how you don't need and be able to absorb new know-how. Let's say 3 years ago, or you will take, can be worthless. But if you learn a strategy, this will be gold. Okay. Somebody asked, because I take from time to time, I take a look to the chat box. Of course, I can't be 100% there but somebody asked if that sales page is for real or not. And I will put here mindset optimizer. And also earlier, I've put a message here, but was not transmitted to all the participants. Sorry. When I've told you that you can put presentations and documents on slideshare.net, and you can aggregate that account to have the presentations added to your LinkedIn profile. This was the site, slideshare.net. So here you can put ebooks, white papers, PDFs, and connect slideshare.net with your LinkedIn account So those presentations will appear on your LinkedIn account and will make it look very good. This is the beauty of the live event, you know. Okay. Now we will start building our circle of influence on LinkedIn. And the first step is to think about how to target key decision makers which can bring you clients and referrals from their own circle of influences. And one idea is to connect yourself with many business coaches. And business coaches can be a great source for referrals. You can offer a referral fee, but you will see that if you start your relationships correctly, so many people will give you business, will recommend their business partners, even without a referral fee. So business coaches, because they are connected with so many people, usually business people, or anyway, people with mind open, are amazing sources for potential referrals to you. Also, accountants, loan officers, and mortgage lenders, attorneys, commercial insurance people, this can be gold for your network. And the best way to approach it is, let's say if you have 300 connections, look at, because you can see what connections have those people you are already connected with, and you may ask them to make an introduction for you, but mostly will say no. So what you can do is to ask them, so your connections, if you can use their names when you are connecting with their connections. Like if you are already connected with X and you want to connect with Y, and X and Y are connected, you go directly to the Y and say, okay, I'm connected with X, which is your, I don't know, friend, colleague, business partner. I would like to connect with you. Is that okay with you? Right. Following this very simple strategy, which is overlooked, you can build the referral network the way you want it, only using people you want to connect with and using a warm approach, because you are already connected with somebody they are connected with, right? Here is a screenshot from a group, and here in the group, look how many people are in this group. Imagine how many people will reach the messages from this group. So you can see here people from this group, and you can connect with them if they are potentially interesting for you. And with them, the approach can be, okay, we are members of this group, Consultants Network, let's connect. And you can find, look, John Assaraf is one of my favorite trainers. You can find Tony Robbins and so many other people, Richard Branson and so on. And now we'll do very simple, basic math, because when you are building this network, which is a very important part of what we are doing, I said that as part of my promise that will not be hard work, right? So you need to invest 20 to 30 minutes a day, around 20 minutes. Maybe in the first week, until you start to develop a habit, will take you a little longer. But really in 20 minutes a day, and you can find this time, come on, 20 minutes in a day, you can build your, you can call it a money machine. It's not necessarily a money machine, it's a never-ending source of referrals, how to say. So I'm asking you, how many people would you like to bring into your referral network in the next 90 days, right? Because your business on LinkedIn will explode, and of course in a good way, not in a bad way, right? Okay, so think about the numbers, hundreds, thousands. You can have both quantity and quality. But what is most important is to start with quality. So as said, without hard work, you will invest 20 to 30 minutes a day. Here is another screenshot from the engine of LinkedIn, where you can search for, these are the second type of connection. So these are the connections connected with the people you are connected with. So this is from my profile. So at that moment, I had 5,090 connections, and the connections of my connections were, look, 2,300,000 and something, right? So I could select here only second connections, and I will see who is connected with that person, and to ask for an introduction or to use the name. But this way you can cherry pick the people you are connected with. So LinkedIn gives you everything, you just need to use it. And in building a system, in building what we are doing, you need a little discipline. And for some people, the idea of discipline is painful. No, it's about making things in a professional way, in a consistent way. So it will be developed new habits, and it will take a very short time to do it, you know. So the calculation is very simple. Let's say that if you want to have in the next 90 days a network of prospects and referral partners built the way you want to build it, so it's built by design, not by chance, of, let's say, 3,000 people. And assuming that 70% of your efforts to connect with new people will be successful, meaning that to build those 3,000 will mean that you will reach out to 4,286. You will say, oh, so many people. In 90 days means that you need to connect with 47 prospects every day, like sending 47 messages. Is it a no-brainer or not? 47 messages. Gosh, some of us, they send 47 SMSs in one day to their friends, or 60 messages on Facebook. No. So the same time, if you are staying, let's say, 2 hours a day on social media anyway, make an effort that 30 minutes, so a quarter of this time, to be invested in building this. Will be a very good investment of your time or not? I assume yes. Also, you can invest less time. You can reach to 8 prospects every day. So you will have in 90 days a smaller referral network, or I don't know. As said, quality over quantity. So it really depends on your strategies. Let's say in my case, we are a team. So we are around 10 people, everybody with his LinkedIn profile, and we target certain markets, certain peer groups, you know. So for me, it's more important the quality than the quantity. So as said, it's everybody has a strategy, but design a strategy. But this way you can connect with an unlimited number of prospects by doing smart work, not hard work, very easy and very simple. And let's say that we are building a referral network, maybe not by yourself, you and a colleague, you and a team partner. And let's say that from this circle of influencers will come 2 deals per month. How big are those deals? You should know the numbers, but anyway, you can have a gold mine here, right? These are some common misconceptions. Wow, they are crazy. Oh, so being successful on LinkedIn means making pitches and offers to people you connect with. I'm connected with you. Oh, I'm selling something of $5,000. I will make my offer available for you. If you buy today, it will be 4,000. You will be kicked out in no time. You need a brand new cutting-edge website to effectively generate leads online. No. The best and the wealthiest marketers I know, sometimes they have not ugly websites. They have very simple websites, but they do strategically and religiously the basics, and the basics will work every time. If you are not connected to many people initially on LinkedIn, it's not worth investing time on LinkedIn. I would say BS. We all have to start from somewhere, and by doing what I've showed you, you will have a certain number of connections, targeted connections, people you will love to be connected with. How to stay top of mind with people, to be perceived as an expert? You need to be active in groups, in the right groups, and you can be in front of thousands of prospects, and you have to put only, let's say, one article per week, not more. On your profile, you can put daily updates, you can write articles, but anyway, on groups, once per week is great. So to put the discussions in 50 groups will take less than 1 hour, once a week. Or maybe you can find a student to help you with that, or you can find an outsourcer. So you will have the solutions. Anyway, it's very simple. So if you're just starting on LinkedIn, these are the fast action starting tactics. So pick your niche, understand top 10 pain points of your potential customers. Create your offer, sales page, and call to action. Create a profile with call to action, join groups, find owners and message them, offer to consult, analyze your assets, give something for free, make a no-brainer offer. Boom, we have business, right? It's so simple, come on. Everybody can do it. If you are already a little advanced, or if you get some results from LinkedIn, these are growing tactics. Now you can scale, you can grow. Content curation, as said, use other people's content in groups. You can find content from, let's say, Forbes.com, Entrepreneur.com, Inc.com, in your niche, or written by other influencers. And let me share you another secret, huge secret. Let's assume that, and you can take notes and study what people are doing. You don't need to trust me here, but this works like gravity. Can you question gravity? Come on. Let's assume that I will talk about myself here. I'm the rookiest entrepreneur ever. I didn't even start a business. But at a conference, I will make a photo with Richard Branson, and I will put this photo on my Facebook profile. Automatically, people that will look at my profile will perceive me more or less like an advanced entrepreneur. Why? Because I took a little mojo from Richard Branson. When you are a speaker, and let's say that you will be on stage with Anthony Robbins. Maybe you will be part of the crew as a volunteer, or maybe you will speak in one of the events. In your marketing materials, you will put X who spoke on stage with Richard Branson, John Leland. Automatically, you will be able to raise your fee. If you are a rookie writer, and when you are publishing the book, you get testimonials from Jack Canfield, a foreword from Joel Cohn or something, your book will be perceived like becoming from an expert. So play very carefully with this toy, but this is how people are perceiving authority, you know? Okay, so content curation. Take content from authorities in your niche, which are bigger from you, republish that content, and make some comments, add your point of view, something like that. I have here an observation that there is a noise in the webinar. I'm in my office. Everything is here is quiet, so there isn't any noise from my end. Anyway, so the second thing after content curation, build a company page. Get employees to repeat your process, share content with top list systems, and mystery. When you are writing headlines, you need to use numbers. This works amazingly well, like 5 tips to cure your, I don't know, something. Look for joint ventures with group owners, with list moderators, and of course, test your offer page. So either you will learn some copywriting skills or you will hire a copywriter. So please confirm that the sound is okay at your end. If there are small problems, maybe they are from the internet, I don't know. But the idea is, if there are some sound problems, to solve them, right? Because the experience of the webinar has to be the best possible. Now I want to do a comparison between the two business models. If you are selling low-ticket products and if you are selling high-ticket products. And the calculations are very simple. So you will see by yourself which model will fit you better, right? Okay, so when you are selling low-ticket products, let's say that we have a $37 ebook, and if we have an income goal, a monthly income goal of $5,000, we'll need to sell 135 products, meaning that if we have a 3% conversions, we need to generate 4,500 clicks, right? When we are selling high-ticket products, let's say that we are selling a $5,000 product. Let's say that people will need to apply first through a form to have a call with us, and after that, after we will deliver value, we'll make the pitch for that product. And please have in mind that so many so-called strategy sessions are only to sell you something. For example, Reed has a habit of offering content-based strategy sessions to people buying certain products. And those sessions are based on, I don't want necessarily to compliment Reed, but it's a strategy, and I think I've learned from him this strategy. It's a complimentary call which will help amazingly the sale and the awareness with the clients, and is a call based on value. It's not a call based on how do I get you to sell you something else, something more, right? And let's say that you will have do you want to say something, Reid?
I'll just chime in quick on that. Yeah, that is a really powerful strategy for building a deep relationship with your customers. If you take someone and you put them on like a 15 or 30-minute phone call with you one-on-one, you answer a few questions for them, then you could pitch them something else if you have a really good fit, or even if you just answer some questions and it's a quick 5, 10, 15-minute call, that customer oftentimes becomes a customer for life, and they seek you out for things. If they're thinking about buying something, they might shoot you an email and say, hey, are you going to be promoting XYZ product, because I'd like to buy it from you. Or they may see that you're promoting something and they buy it from you because they appreciate what you've done and the questions you've answered. And also, you begin to know that customer really well. And if there's something really specific that or of maybe like a higher ticket course that's coming out, and it's a really good fit for them, it's worth, having a quick little phone chat with them or a quick email with them, giving them a heads up about it. And you can make a lot of sales that way. Don't be afraid to use the phone to make some money.
Of course, but you provide value. This is the most important thing. You don't just ask a question and after that you pitch the client and so on.
Definitely, yeah. It's definitely a relationship first. You build you figure out what kind of things that they need help with, give them a little bit of a plan, and then you ask them, hey, would you like help with this plan? Would you like help implementing this plan? And that's how you sell them.
For example, in my case, and this was one of the pillars of this webinar, especially I like to talk with the people who are already clients, What I don't like is to pick up the phone and do a cold call and to sell to somebody from the phone. So I don't like that. So on LinkedIn, we are not doing that, and we have very good results following exactly what I'm showing you here. But when a person becomes a customer, it's a pleasure to stay even 2-3 hours to discuss a certain thing. But I don't like to pitch people by phone. So look, I will go back to make the comparison right now. Look, so for $37 product, $5,000 income goal, we need 4,500 clicks. If we're selling, and the beauty is this, sometime to make a sale of $5,000, of course, this is not necessarily the rule, not necessarily the exception, is something in the middle. Sometimes it's just a little harder to sell a 5,000 product than a 37 product one. So if you are selling a $5,000 product, 1 out of 10 who apply for your, I don't know, strategy call or something will sign up for the 5,000 product. 1 out of 10 who will visit the application page will apply. So 100 clicks will mean 10 applications, will mean 1 buyer, will mean a 5K sell. Imagine if you are selling 10K, 20K, 100K. So many people don't understand those metrics, but they are rules, they are real, they can be applied. Okay, we just passed the first hour, and I want to tell you about something. There is an opportunity which will be presented. I'm starting now, and I will add something towards the end of the webinar. We have what is called Linked Marketing Academy. It's an academy about LinkedIn, being 5 million businesses on LinkedIn and being a huge opportunity. And we discovered what works. We developed a community of entrepreneurs, coaches, trainers, speakers, consultants, and high-level professionals. And those people, their goal is to market products and services, and especially high-ticket products on LinkedIn, right? And we design an offer, and part of this offer is a full LinkedIn marketing course. It's a video course. It's around 30 hours, and my promise is that you will not need other LinkedIn training and coaching program after that, because everything is included here, and the value is $1,497. On top of that, this is what I've learned from Anthony Robbins. People go to events or buy courses, even they invest a lot of time, but they never use them, or they use them just a little bit, and they get poor results. You know that 80% of the people buying a book never pass the first chapter. So what I've learned from Anthony Robbins, which by the way is my favorite coach, so people go to Unleash the Power Within, for example. They change a life for a weekend. And after that, they go home to their own medium, to their own struggles. And if they don't have like live weekly calls or coaching calls or things like that over a period of 2-3 months, 6 months, 1 year, will not achieve results. So let's say if you follow this course, what we said, we need to add weekly calls, and we have them weekly to tell you what's new on LinkedIn, right? What is the strategy who worked 1 month ago but doesn't work now? Also here, because it's a lifetime membership, from time to time are added new videos. It's not something which will stay old at the level of, let's say, 2013. And these calls are gold because they keep you updated. They keep you in the loop. They keep you accountable with what you have to do to build your business, to do something different when what you're doing doesn't work. Also, we have LinkedIn marketing monthly live Q&As where you can ask basically anything. You can ask during the call, or you can ask before the call and receive the answer during the call. And we have a group on Facebook. It's not on LinkedIn, because our clients, they want to communicate in groups much better on Facebook, because the group is much more interactive. The interactivity is different in Facebook than LinkedIn, so they prefer Facebook. So if they liked Facebook, we didn't want to let's say, okay, but we'll do on LinkedIn. It was the decisions of the customer. And in this group, you can find new articles, new resources. You can ask questions and receive answers from us or from other people. And the total value of this is $8,991, and it's a real value.
And inside the main training, inside LinkedIn marketing course, you will find 30 days video training and coaching covering, but not limited to, how to sell high-ticket services on LinkedIn, how to grow your network of influencers, how to become the #1 authority in your niche, how to find the prospects, how to get them to hear your offer, how to set up your offer, how to repeat the processes, and more. Our promise, you will not need another LinkedIn course. Now there are around 30 hours of video training and coaching material. But this content will be updated all the time, because this is a lifetime membership. This is one of our flagship products, and every of the new member of our team first will take all these courses as part of the induction process. So this is serious stuff.
And let me ask you, if all this did was finally make your business profitable, would it be worth it? Come on. Or to give you the kick in the butt to finally get you moving, would it be worth it? Or to give you 2-3 high-ticket clients per month, would it be worth it? I'm asking you that. So you should know your numbers. What's one client worth to you? One client. Is it 5K, 10K, 20K or more? How much would you pay to get, let's say, one high-ticket client per month? Or to be more aggressive, per week or maybe per day? Let's leave month and week. But as soon as you grow, this can happen. So be careful with what you're wishing, because it can happen. So you can see why people, because we developed a digital agency since 2010, and companies are paying us 100K plus 10% of the profits, up to the magic number, to set these systems for their businesses. You know? And we have some bonuses. Bonus number 1, a review of your LinkedIn profile. The value is 1,997. And this bonus is only for the first 30 people. Bonus number 2, the optimization for search engines. You will receive a file from us with the modifications you need to perform, so your profile to be seen very easily in the search engines. Because people outside of LinkedIn will look for something, will look for a certain kind of expert, so you will appear there with your profile in the search engines. And this bonus is only for the first 20 people. The value is 997. So what you are getting, and there is a third one, which is a 60 minutes consult with me personally at the beginning, to be able to point you in the right direction and to look at your business. And of course, will not be a consulting gig to sell you more. Will be just to maximize the impact these will have on your business. So what you're going to get: LinkedIn marketing course, $1,497 value. LinkedIn marketing weekly live calls, $2,997 value. LinkedIn marketing monthly live Q&As, $997 value. A Facebook mastermind group, $3,500 value. Bonus number 1 profile review, $1,997 value. Bonus number 2 search engine optimization for your profile, $997 value. And bonus number 3, 60-minute consult with me. The value of this is $1,997. And I will tell you from the experience that in very few occasions the consult is 60 minutes. Usually it's around 90 minutes, because I look deep into your business and I'm very passionate about that. So usually when I'm consulting with the clients, I don't put this in 1 hour and the second in the next hour, because usually it's more than 60 minutes. As I've told you at the beginning of this webinar, will be more than 1 hour, but will be jam-packed with information which can be applied immediately to get results. So total value is $13,982. So here is the third bonus. I like very much this picture. It's from a call I had with these nice 6 people. It was a public speaking course, by the way. It was very nice. And this is the surprise. You can have all of those with only $997, one-time fee, build once, lifetime access, nothing else to pay in the future. And here is the link. I will also put here because we'll continue the webinar. 1 second. Okay. I hope that I've put it correctly here. So, 997, one-time fee, build once, lifetime access, nothing else to pay in the future. So the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does even half of what I've claimed today on this webinar, pay for itself 5 times over from your first customers. So get started now. Can be, I don't know, per week or per day. Other opportunities can take 3 to 5 years to get back your initial investment. With this, you can get 5 times back from your very first sale. And let me ask you a question. The money will come back in 1 week, 2 weeks, depending on your systems, how you earn money. You have salary, you are selling products, but what will not come back will be the time. And what we've put together in the linked Marketing Academy is a huge time saver, because most of the hurdles were solved by us, because we did most of the mistakes. Of course, nothing is perfect, and as said before, will be movements in the market. Things will change. Some things working now will not work in 2 weeks from now. That's why we have the calls. That's why we have Q&As. That's why the training is upgraded. It's not a fly-by course. This is a living of its own. It's a global phenomenon when we do the best to deliver value. And let me tell you something. Learned from an MBA professor from the Netherlands, a very interesting guy, 62 years old, amazing marketing teacher. I've never seen something like that. And what he said 3 years ago, when he has a consulting gig which is different from his expertise, he also the first place he's looking for knowledge is, you will laugh now, the works of his students. And he was very straight with that. And they say can click on link. One second to see. Maybe let me put again. This is with the live events.
There should be a
Fortunately,
chat. There should be a chat box that people should be able to see, and should be able to click it on there.
Yes. There is a chat box. Let me also put here in the question. Okay, because you can't click on the screen, you know. I've also said it. I've sent to the whole audience. Please confirm that you can see it, okay? Yeah. About the presentations, I have to tell you something which was huge. One guy told me last week what happened. He was in I don't know if it was a conference, like a TED Talk, you know, and a presenter, a lady, had problems with laptop, with her laptop. So she borrowed his guy's laptop, and it was a very serious presentation, 500 people in the room. That woman was president of a corporation, and in the middle of the presentation popped up a porn ad. Can we imagine? From this guy's laptop, of course. So imagine a businesswoman around 50 years old, but you know, a beautiful woman, a very high level. So in the middle of the presentation popped up a porn ad. Oh, how awkward, but it happens. So this is the beauty of the live events, right? Another huge secret: information is just potential power. It becomes real power only when it is applied, guys and girls. And I'm speaking to myself. Waiting to happen never works. You have to make things happen. And the information itself from here, me talking to you for 1 hour and a half, will not help you achieve your dreams. Only the information. So first, you need to apply it. Start taking action. Do something. And on top of that, because you will start this way, you need systems, you need training, you need coaching, action, tools. You need everything included in this package to succeed. I also invest in trainings in myself. I read books. I go to all the conferences possible. I try and I buy a lot of programs, because this is the way I'm keeping in the loop. And because I've began that idea earlier with the professor from the Netherlands, having this academy also is for us a trigger to keep ourselves all the time in the loop with everything new, because we have the students, you know, so we can't become lazy. Of course, we have the customers we are working with done for you systems, with the campaigns, but it's another trigger having this academy and very organized with Q&As, with calls, and of course we can't be sick because we need to be there to deliver, to sustain your businesses, and it's a huge commitment, but it works for all of us. So you can make money on LinkedIn starting today, or you can make excuses. One or the other, you can have both of them, and I was guilty many times thinking in the wrong direction. So money is just a tool for exchange. Think about weight loss. If you want to lose weight, are you doing everything by yourself, or do you hire a coach, a trainer, or follow a proven diet? Come on. If you have a legal issue, do you figure out by yourself, or do you hire a specialist to teach you? So, do you want to figure out the whole LinkedIn thing by yourself? I think not. Get started now. And here is another link, is linkedmarketingacademy.com/linked. Here you can register to receive in a very short amount of time the digital version of the book Linked, which will be launched very, very soon. And the subject in the book is 15 ways to sell high-ticket products and services on LinkedIn. And also, you can help and contribute and even being mentioned in the book if you want, if you will help us to craft the final version of the book. Maybe you have some problems you want to find answers to, and maybe we don't address that here, you know. So, and you will receive every digital version until the final one absolutely for free. Will not be necessary any investment from your side. And even I said, if you want to contribute to the final craft of the book, you will be able to be included there as among the persons we thank you or something else, because this is not about myself, you know, it's about you. It needs to serve you. And I wanted to include this here as an added bonus for you taking almost 2 hours from your time to follow this presentation. And I believe, and my desire is that from the ideas today to start something new. And of course, if you enrolled in the academy, it's an amazing thing. And if not, anyway, start doing something different tomorrow. And if you are a trainer, if you're a teacher, if you're a consultant, let me tell you a distinction I had over time, and I wanted to put this here. This is another secret. Come on, how many secrets I said? You know that there are some things I can tell them in 30 minutes, but it took me 5 years to learn them the hard way. But I don't have a problem with that. When we are speaking about trainers, consultants, teachers, there are 2 categories. And I tell you from the start to be part of the second category. There is the first category where, and I said, it was the distinction in my head like a pop-up at a certain moment. Boom. There are teachers or trainers or everything you want, making, let's say, a free presentation or a presentation where you pay a certain ticket to attend. They give very, very little value, and after that they put on you all the triggers possible to ask for the sale. But normally, by the content offered for free there, if you want to do something by yourself, you will not be able to do anything because the value is very small. And at least until a certain level, it can work very well. And there is another category, and I will document that because I've studied for a while to see why this happens. I was curious, and I found the answer. So with the second category, so let's say if you go to an event where the pitch of the event is, come to this event, and during one day, I will tell you from how to go from $0 to $1 million in earnings in 1 year. And that teacher will tell you step by step everything you want to do without selling anything. And at the end, they will tell you, okay, so now you have the system. Go home and starting to implement it, right? But when you go home and you start to implement it, you will see that in theory it's easy, but in practice, some things will move, will have distractions, you will not have accountability, you will not have a team of people to cooperate with, you will not have to whom to ask. So mostly you will fail. And at the end of the event, that person already telling you everything you want to know will say, okay, but if you want to reach that goal faster, easier, and with a low level of failure, you are invited to take the opportunity and follow my course, enroll in my program, because you will work with me side by side, one way or the other, with my team. We'll have access to videos, and also we'll have support, because the ongoing support is important, right? So I asked one of those teachers at a certain moment why such a strategy can work. Because, and he said, you know, Adrian, statistically, and I said, if you are, do you want to read to tell me something?
No, I'll let you finish that thought, and then I'll ask you something.
Okay, perfect, immediately. So when I asked, he said, you know, Adrian, human nature was studied for years, and also success is modeled. There were studies. So let's say if there is a room of 100 people, and if you offer them all the system, everything they want to know, 80% when going home will not do anything. 5% or 10% will do something and will fail at the first bump. Another small percent will have average results, and any about 1 to 2% will reach that goal. So there isn't any danger. So I said, wow. So please read.
We had a question about what's all included in the LinkedIn marketing, the course, the thing that's like $14.97 value. What's all in that? Like, how is that delivered? What kind of content is in there? What are you covering?
There are now around 30 hours covering everything you want to know from A to Z regarding LinkedIn marketing. Also are included strategies for selling low-ticket products, strategies for selling high-ticket products, plus how to create a profile, how to create a business page, how to connect to groups, how to run your own group if you want, how to communicate on your own wall, on your own profile, how to write blog posts, how to contact the whole system with examples, how to contact the connections of your connections. So everything is in step by step with everything is in video. So you just is like watching over my shoulder. And also how to build a list from LinkedIn. There is a module if you want to do it, how to do LinkedIn ads. So it's everything, how to do search engine optimization. So as said, the promise of this presentation was to to teach you how to start selling and start building, to start selling high-ticket products and services, and to build a 6 and 7 figures business. So you just need to do what I've told you, and of course to refine the process when something doesn't work, to tweak it, and this is the whole strategy. And the promise of the LinkedIn course is that you will not need any other LinkedIn course, right? Or you will not have, let's say, to be a Linked Academy Advanced or something, because will be everything from the rookie level until highly advanced on LinkedIn, plus everything updated, because we having a digital agency, this is like the educational wing of what we have. So when we'll have a case study from a client, will be included there, right? And also you saw that being on that top I've showed you at the beginning, I have access to what's new in conferences, what's new in events, and it's exactly like I don't know, my ideal library is there. So when somebody from the team is new, the first task is to follow all the trainings from the academy. You know, it's part of the induction process from the agency. So it's not something we are teaching and we are not using. And of course, if you have, if by chance would be a subject which is not covered, please send me or send us an email and we'll document and we'll put it there. Maybe we missed something. Maybe you are part of an industry where we were not present and something. But I said, it's a living of its own. So if you want to register to be part of the book launch, of the linked book launch, go here. If you didn't go to the webinar special page, go here. Also, because I was asked by some of our clients, on this page, below the 997 offer, there is another offer if you need one-to-one coaching or done for you service. For example, if you want to be created for you LinkedIn profiles or LinkedIn pages or groups, or if you want to be produced for you content. Because in the course, we show you step by step what to do, how to do it. Some of the things can be outsourced. We can point you to the right people, but we can't do the work for you. But of course, if you don't want to do it, but let me tell you something else. To know how to communicate in social media is like a personal development skill. So even, I don't know, Sir Richard Branson, he writes his own articles. Of course, has a team of people editing after that, putting in a certain tone, but he, at his level, writes his own articles, which for me was mind-blowing, and is a skill, is an essential skill today to master until a certain level to be part of this digital movement. Sometimes when I go to events, and I don't want this to be a cliche, so I don't do it every time. Let's say that I have a room of 100 people, I don't know, managers, accountants, I don't know. So I ask, who here is a social media marketing specialist? Sometimes I see one hand, sometimes I see 2, 3, or none, or 10. But after that I ask, who has a Facebook account or a LinkedIn account? Everybody starts to raise hands. And some of them, they get it, and they start to laugh. So I said, the moment you open a social media account, open a LinkedIn profile, open a Facebook page, automatically you become, until a certain level, a social media specialist. If you don't have anything for sale, if you don't have any product or any service, you still have a high-ticket stuff to sell yourself. Maybe you don't want to develop a business on LinkedIn. Maybe you don't care. You are very pleased with your income, your salary, but maybe you want a better job. So maybe you need to know how to approach the people who can put you in front of other people who can give you that job. So you don't need to be a programmer. You don't need to be a highly skilled marketer or to call yourself like that. It's a common sense. And by developing those skills, your career will advance. It's a skill you are not allowed not to have. And maybe, let's say, you want to learn those skills from somebody else. It's okay, but do it. So it's not important necessarily so to tell you that, okay, I'm the only teacher in this world. No, you will resonate with some people, with some businesses, with some strategies. But what I'm telling you is the end goal, the outcome. You need to acquire those skills. You need to know, for the sake of yourself, your business, your family, and your future, you need to know how to master those strategies, you know? And the ideal way will be to take the knowledge from the people who are doing it, like I'm doing when I'm going to a coach or to somebody to learn a strategy. First, I'm looking if they get results or not. If they just put information from books, I prefer to buy the books. You know, this is the idea, because real life experience is the normal way. The best teachers, let's say, teaching Facebook ads strategies, had at least once or maybe twice or three times the Facebook account shut it down from various reasons. But that's why and maybe they didn't do wrong things, just that, I don't know, it happened. It was part of the process. So, as said at the beginning, I personally can't do phone sales. It's not in my nature. I prefer not to do it. So, from the desire of developing systems and making sales, I developed something else because I hate cold calling. Come on. And to be honest, I spent roughly 5 years, if not more, in trial and error to discover the secrets that I'm going to give you today for a small investment. And probably will make more mistakes from now on, but will be mistakes from other type, from another level, you know, because the huge difference between what you are learning in university and what you are learning in digital world, in entrepreneurship, is that in university you have grades, and if you fail an exam, you can be labeled as a failure. But in the digital world, in this communication, in entrepreneurship, you find the successes among a lot of failures. But this is the way life works. If you drop at the first failure, it's very dangerous. So you need to know that. And sometimes, or most of the times, to increase the level of success, you need to increase the number of failures. How cool is that? Or how powerful is that? Or how dangerous is that? I'm afraid even not thinking about it. So, the secret number one, now at the end of this presentation, the number one secret, I can make more in 1 day selling high-ticket products than I can do in 1 month selling normal products. Just that I need to put some systems in place. I need to have those products and services. Also, if you have problems or blockages with developing such products, look at affiliate programs offering high commissions. One of them is Matt Lloyd's MOPE, My Online Business Empire. And it works very well on LinkedIn, and you can get high-ticket commission. or Dean Holland has another system like that, and there are so many others. Or you can sell, you can get leads for other businesses, paying high commissions if you don't want to develop your own product. Or you can find people who can offer you white label rights for a small fee or a percentage. Or you can be part of MLMs like World Ventures, or I don't know, Herbalife or Forever Living or others, where the sales and the commissions are bigger. So, but the system, how you contact people, how you approach them, how you grow your network, how you give, create reciprocity, and after that start to receive is the same. And as said before, I don't personally have to sell anything like the regular system of selling, because I hate phones, to sell by phone. And the cherry from the cake, I only need a little traffic to make this work, about 100 clicks per day, which is doable, starting maybe not today or tomorrow, but in 2 days from now. Yes, it's doable. You have the systems, you have the strategies, basically you have everything. Thank you very much for the ones who joined the program. Thank you very much for the ones who will be part of the book launch. No matter what decision you took today regarding enrolling or not, as said, start taking action. We recorded this webinar, will be sent to you. I will also send now to read the slides, so you can digest them in your free time. Even if you didn't enroll in the program, if you have questions about LinkedIn, please be so kind and send them to me, and I will answer them. I answer personally all emails, sometimes not immediately, but in 2-3 days you receive an answer from me. So this event was really available for you if we will be produced even a small change, a spark in your paradigm, and you will do things differently starting tomorrow, because over time a small shift started today, tomorrow, can change your life in a few weeks, months from now. And if the spark came from those 2 hours, then means that our work was meaningful. So I will leave Reed to close this session, thanking very much for the opportunity to have this webinar together, and reminding him that in the summer of 2009, he was one of the first people from the Warrior Forum, basically, because up then I did my account on Warrior Forum. He was one of the first people I followed. So I learned a lot from this guy. So thank you very much, people. Have an amazing rest of the week, and I will leave to Reed now.
Well, thank you, Adrian, for doing this. You gave some excellent knowledge on LinkedIn. Everyone on this call, you should take advantage of this webinar special. I don't think there's any other place that you can get this special that Adrian has put together. So you should take advantage of that by being on this call today. And also, I remember, Adrian and I have known each other for many years. I couldn't remember what year it was exactly, but I think you said 2009. And I mean, we've done some video calls together and some Skype messages and Facebook and stuff over the years. And we're doing more and more stuff together, and it's been really fascinating for me to watch Adrian grow his business. I mean, he's now one of the top 100 media companies in the world right now for stuff in the UK, and I think that's really impressive what all he's done. And so you really should take advantage of this training. Go to linkmarketingacademy.com/webinar-special, and you can take advantage of this right now. So I look forward to seeing you on the inside, and thanks again, Adrian.
And I want to add a last word, if you allow me.
Sure.
I did my best to make a no-brainer offer, and to be even more no-brainer, I will add two things to this offer which are not announced. I will give to all the people who registered a bank of images, around 3,000 royalty-free images they can use on social media, basically from all the industries, and graphics from social media they can use, and also access to our software vault. As an agency, we develop some software for companies, and there is one software which is a project management platform, a piece of software which is an online ticketing system, one of them which is making search engine optimization reports, and all the people will have access to those tools, which will complement the business they are building on LinkedIn. They are tools which are developed in-house. We are using them, so they need to model what we are doing, because this is the only way they will grow. And these were not also included in the no-brainer offer, but are included now. So thank you very much again for being with us tonight.
Fantastic. That's a killer deal, everybody. Go to linkedmarketingacademy.com/webinar-special, and you can take advantage of that. Thanks again, Adrian, and thanks everyone who attended. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, guys. Cheers.